What's up, YouTube? It's the J-Rex here. Now, this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, but I just never got around to talking about it. I was always just talking about other stuff. YouTubers already know, silver, economic collapse, all that shebang, girl problems, but this is really something that I wanted I wanted to talk about, and I feel like this was what really changed my life for the better. Really drastically changed. So everybody knows the topic is overcoming low self-esteem. And this has been a problem that plagued me for so many years. It plagued me as soon as I hit puberty, as soon as my balls dropped. Like, as once my balls dropped, this problem was like my life. I did not know how to overcome it. So, overcoming low self-esteem. How I figured out how to handle low self-esteem really helped me out. And I want to use this knowledge and hopefully try to help other people that are going through this problem, low self-esteem. So let me start off how this was formed. Once I hit my teen years, I started to think a lot of things that I never thought of before. I never thought about this stuff when I was a kid, but once my voice dropped and my balls and everything else dropped, I started to think of a lot more stuff. So much was going on in my mind. I was always thinking about, oh, what are people thinking of me? Oh, what are people thinking when I do this? What are people thinking when I do that? What are they thinking when I say this? Uh, Once I started thinking like that, it was downhill for me. Like, I was thinking up all of these new thoughts that I never thought of before, and I did not know how to deal with it. So when these thoughts first hit me when I was 13, I just kind of like, I just rolled with it. I didn't know how to deal with it. I just rolled with it. I just continued life as I could, trying to maintain that great childhood that I had when I was 12 and under. And I tried to maintain that happiness, and I tried to just keep doing things as I usually did. I had the mind of an adult, but I was still, the ways to handle the situation are ways that a kid would handle it. So it was very rough time for me when I was 13. I got bullied a lot. I got bullied a shitload. I did not know why I was getting bullied. I just got bullied a lot. I thought maybe it was because I wasn't cool enough or whatever. Maybe they thought I wasn't cool, so they were picking on me. So I just rolled with it. I just dealt with it. A painful, agonizing year. And then, at age 14, I moved and I was homeschooled. So for my 14th year, I was happy. I was very happy, and I was very talkative. I was very loud. I was very energetic, and I spent time with people who were really good to me and very kind to me. So at the time when I was 14, my problems were put aside because I was talking with familiar people who I knew would always accept me for who I was, no matter what. So 14 was a very comfortable year for me. I still had my insecurities, but because I had great people around me that I already knew, so I didn't have to worry about my insecurities. I was fine. You know, when I was 14, I was homeschooled. I spent a lot of time with my cousins and family, and I always knew they would love me no matter what, so I wasn't worried. And then my 15th year was my freshman year, high school, and that's when my insecurities started coming back. I tried, I tried to maintain, I tried to maintain the last great year I had when I was 14, and I just, you know, tried to just keep, I tried to keep that ideology, that just talking a lot and being energetic and loud, and I tried to maintain that ideology when I was in high school. I tried to keep that, I tried to bring back the great time I had when I was 14. But then when I realized high school was a completely different scenario, I met, I befriended toxic people who were very mean to me, and they picked on me and gave me a hard time, and it was very rough, and I had to put up with friends that just treated me like shit. Like, they bullied me, and then they would just ditch me and leave me. Very rough time. The reason why I'm explaining this is because I'm trying to explain the problem that I had, and then I want to explain how I fixed it, so I can hopefully help you guys. So just, you know, just hear me out here. So 15 was a rough time, and I tried so hard to maintain the greatness I had when I was 14, but this is the 15th year was really rough. I just got bullied really bad, and I still got bullied, and you know, I had shitty friends that treated me like shit, and it was just a rough time. And then in my 16th year, my sophomore year high school, that's when I started to shut myself off from people. I already went through 2 years of bullying, my 7th grade and my 9th grade. So by sophomore year, I was shutting myself off pretty well. I wasn't really trying. I met one good friend in my sophomore year. I met one good friend, and that was the only person that I talked to. I still maintained contact with my toxic friends from my freshman year, and in my sophomore year they were still toxic. But I had one good friend that I could talk to. And I still had my great cousins that I had still there to spend time with me also. So sophomore year was just kind of that's when I started to shut myself off from people. Sophomore year I started to get more quiet. This was the beginning of when I shut myself off from people. So sophomore year I got more quiet and quiet and quiet, and finally by the end of my sophomore year I was very quiet. I was a very quiet person. I talked to no one. I talked to no one but my close friends. And then junior year, I hit rock bottom. Junior year of high school, I hit rock bottom. I still did not figure out how to handle my insecurities. I did not know how to handle my insecurities, my low self-esteem. I still had not found a way to handle it. I shut myself down. I got really quiet. I did not talk to anybody. Now the reason why it got this way, because during my sophomore year, as I got more quiet, I listened to how people talked. And when I listened to how people talk, like, they never talked about the things I liked to talk about. And because of that, damn, 10 minutes already? Alright. This might be 20 minutes. This requires a little bit of explanation. I hope you guys can bear with me. I'm really speaking from the heart here. I'm really speaking from the heart and what I went through in my childhood. I just, hope you guys can hear me out. Thank you for listening. I'd like to hear your experiences too after the end of this video, but so my sophomore year, I loved video games. I loved video games. I loved talking about video games, but nobody talked about video games in high school. Nobody talked about video games. They always talked about other stuff. So I'm like, as I listened to everybody talking and they were laughing and having a good time, they were laughing and having a good time without me, I felt like, holy God, I hit rock bottom at this point. At this point I was like, oh my God, everybody's having fun, they're having a good time without me, I'm not saying anything, I'm not talking, and everybody's completely happy without me. I guess maybe it's just better off if I don't say anything. Everybody's just happy without me involved. I guess it's just better if I just stay quiet. Nobody cares about me. Everybody's completely happy without me. Like, I'm just gonna not talk anymore. And I hit rock bottom at that point. Like, junior year, I talked to no one. I talked to nobody. Every class I went to, I went there, I did my homework, I did my schoolwork, I did my work, I was quiet, I did not say anything. The only time I talked was to ask questions when I did not understand anything, and I did not utter a single word. I talked to no one. I was a complete loner by my junior year. The years of bullying, and the years of just nobody, I don't know, just people ignoring me in my early years. I shut myself down and I talked to no one. And so I hit rock bottom, and I was completely quiet. And then I made up my mind. I was like, everybody's happy without me, I'm just not gonna talk anymore. Like, if people are this happy without me, I don't need to talk. I don't wanna. I'm worried I might talk and I might ruin something or whatever. I don't know. Man, why did I think like this? I was very insecure about myself. I was thinking very toxic thoughts. I mean, I was just going down the rabbit hole. So maybe about the first 3-4 months, I talked to nobody. But then my life just made a complete turnaround, and I noticed this, and it changed my life for the better. I did not talk, but what I noticed was everybody was trying to talk to me. I was just sitting here quiet, alone, not talking to anyone. And this stuff like this gives me hope in humanity. Like, this makes me believe that humanity truly is a great, fantastic species. I did not talk to anybody. But then people started to reach out to me. I would just sit here, do my work, talk to no one, and people would just come up to me like, "Hey, what's up, man? Can you help me with this? I don't know how to do this. Hey, man, can you help me with this? I don't know this." And I was trying so hard to ignore these people. I was like, I would pretend I did not hear them. I would just be like, just doing my work, pretending like I never heard them. And they would just keep talking to me. And I kept pretending like I couldn't hear them. And then that's when I started to notice people just kept talking to me. Like, I didn't talk to anybody. I was silent for 3 months, 4 months. The whole time I talked to no one. People were reaching out to me. They're like, "Hey, James, what's up, James? How you doing, James? James, why are you so quiet? Why won't you talk to anybody? Why are you so quiet? Say something." And then this guy, he was really nice. Like, I was sitting by myself at a table, but he came and he sat with me. And he talked to me. Like, it was like a group table. I sat there by myself, and this guy, he was so nice. He just came up and sat down and he started talking to me. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? What's your favorite hobbies? Do you like playing video games? What's your favorite, what systems do you have? Do you have a PlayStation? I was like, I guess because of the glasses, he thought I was a gamer, but he was going out of his way to talk to me and ask me what my hobbies were. I met really good people, and I was like, by that point, my life made a turnaround. I was like, dude, people do want me to talk. They want me to talk. They want me to open up. They want me to say something. They don't want me to be this quiet hermit sitting alone by himself, being alone or talking to no one. They want me to talk. They want me to open up. They want to be friends with me. From that point on, my life turned around. And from that point on, my life changed. I was like, my confidence slowly started to come back. And then by that point, I was like, yes, people do want me to talk. People do want me to talk. They want me to talk. They want to be my friend. They want me to talk. From that point, my self-esteem just completely turned around, and I started to open up again. I started talking to people, and I started hanging out with people again. Oh, I want you to realize, by my junior year, I moved. I moved to a different city, so I lost all my friends. Like, they were in a different area, so I was like alone at my school. So there you have it. Oh my god. I talked this long, huh? Long subject. So I guess what I can say at the end of the day, I really like to thank the people that talk to me. Like, I really wanted to thank them. Like, thank you for being so nice to me, so kind to me. You treated me very well. Thank you. I like to, if any of them ever watch this, thank you. You were so good to me. Thank you for showing me how good humanity could be to me. How good somebody can treat another person. Thank you for just showing that there are good people out there. Thank you for showing me that. And so yes, I like to thank them for being so good to me when I hit my rock bottom. So I like to thank them for that. So. And you know, junior year I had great friends. I had great friends that were very good to me, very kind to me, very nice to me, very friendly to me, and they're my homies. Like to this day, you know, they're still my homeboys, and it just really taught me something that, you know, you should be spending time with people who are good to you. And you know, that's why I always say all the time, you know, always associate yourself with people who are good to you and treat you well and support you instead of degrading you down. So I just want to say the moral of this story is there are friendly, great, amazing people out there that want you to talk. They want you to open up. They want to be your friend. They want you to talk, you know? And you know, yeah, you may like different things that they don't like, or I mean, you might like different things and they like different things, but I mean, that's just what makes us human. We're all different, and at the end of the day, we just want a friend. You know, at the end of the day, no matter how different we all are, at the end of the day, we just want a friend. You know, it's just the bottom line. That's humans. You know, that's one of our 7 needs is, you know, relationships. So, at the end of the day, people want you to talk. They want you to go ahead. Talk about your hobbies to them. Tell them how you're feeling. Tell them how you're doing. Talk about that. Talk about that. What you got? Oh, you got a PlayStation? Oh, I got a PlayStation. What do you got? A computer? You know? Go ahead and talk. At the end of the day, they just want to talk to you. They want you to open up. And that's all I can say. That to help anybody overcome their low self-esteem. At the end of the day, people want to be your friend. You know, tell them Tell them about yourself. Ask them about themselves. You know, talk and get to know each other and just have a good time and talk and build something together. That's the end of the day. That's at the end of the day. So this thought really revolutionized my self-esteem, and I'm hoping I can use this to help others that might be suffering from low self-esteem. For the most part, people are friendly. People are friendly, and they just want to build something with you. So just open up. Open up and, you know, make a friend, you know? So that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps anybody. Anybody. Just learn something from this. Anything. Learn anything from it. But thank you for watching. Peace.